Yo, what's up, everyone? My name is Shane Kipper. Today is day 4 of the 14 days of gratitude. I'm on another walk. This is just the place. This is how I get into that space. Is going on these walks. I've been reading this book, Stillness is the Key, by Ryan Holiday, and he talks about how, Winston Churchill and all these other really well-known writers and philosophers and just people who even controlled the country back in the day used to go on walks. And like even composers like Beethoven and stuff, they would go on walks to clear their head. It's kind of a meditative state, and to really get clear in the mind, to come out with, get that inspiration and to come out with those masterpieces. So I really enjoy this. But today, what we're going to talk about is some of the things that we probably take for granted. We're talking all about gratitude. So I wanted to shed some light on some things that possibly most of us, if not all of us, including myself, take for granted. Now, it's probably hard to be thankful in every moment for everything, right? But just to put some perspective or shed some light or to give some focus and attention to some things that are really important and vital to the ability to live a good life or just live life, period, right? So, number one is going to be our breath. It's an infinite supply. You don't ever have to think about it. It's just a subconscious thing. You do it in and out all day long, and you don't even know it's happening. Sometimes, we forget to breathe, and so we're like, you know, you get that feeling, and it just reminds us. It's kind of the in and out. It's the barrier between living and dying, but it's something that we just naturally do, and so we continue to live. But if we stop breathing, then we're dead. Um, but it's probably something that we take for granted, right? It's something that we don't take a minute to stop and breathe it in and let it fill your lungs and your nose, and the way that it feels and the way that it sounds coming through your body, and really taking the time to understand and really be with the breath. Even like 5 minutes, couple minutes, just maybe even 3 deep breaths with some pure raw focus on it. um, Rex, um, putting some focus on it. So, you got your breath. Now, next, I would say, is our body. There's a lot of pieces to the body that really make up everything that is required to navigate this reality, this physical, biomechanical mechanism that this spiritual being is inside, navigating this physical reality in, is, our fingers. If you own a business, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a laptop, or even just techie or whatever, or even your phone, everyone's got a phone, but we just subconsciously are going through it, and our fingers are just poetically moving and working for us without us really putting any effort into it. Same with our feet. They allow us to, for those of us who have feet, um, allow us to walk, and it carries our body for our whole life. It carries the weight of everything above it: our head, our heart, our lungs, our torso, all of it. When was the last time you just looked at your feet and, like, maybe even gave them a massage, and sent them love and sent them good positive energy, right? So look at your feet, look at your hands, look at uh, even your eyes, all of your senses. You get to, if you get to see in color, grateful for that. If you get to smell these things and hear what I'm saying and see me on this screen, and you're able to taste and feel. One of the greatest things is feeling. And to have that ability, to have those senses, to be able to use those to have a good life and to do the things we want to do, is such a gift. you know Something else that I think we probably take for granted is just the abundant resources that are all around us. Um, Along with breath, we've got water. Some places, it's scarce in water, but um, there when you get to find a place with water, it's an abundant resource. There's an infinite amount of it, and it's like the ocean. You can take as much as you want out of there and still never drain it. um, you got the rain and all the elements that happen around us that give us the different qualities of life. The storms that uh, you know uh, reflect a beautiful sun once it's gone, um, or even a rainbow, or stuff like that. Is such an amazing experience, and to have the ability to come out here for a walk, hold with my feet, hold this little camera thing with my hand, breathe in this fresh air and absorb the sun rays. I could get it, couldn't get any better, right? Like, this in this moment right now is where we're at, and to have this opportunity to sit here with you and talk about gratitude and just giving life perspectives. It's something that I've wanted to do for a big majority of my life. There was a point in time in my life where everything changed, and this became my focus. Um, and so it's changed my life, of course. And so, that's why I'm so focused on gratitude. Is there's so much to be thankful for. There's literally everything, even the things that suck, even the I don't want to get political, but the government, right, that puts in the roadways and all the street lights and all the laws, and some of them, granted, aren't the ones that we all like to follow. Um, but it's just already here for us. We don't even have to put any effort towards it. Rex, come here. You know, we can just come here. Sorry. We can just uh, live our lives. Everything is already orchestrated. The food is filled in the stores automatically. Right now, we're in Corona era, so there's a lot less food and toilet paper. So some of those resources are a little bit more scarce just because everybody's in a state of fear, which not a topic we're covering. So, um, but the majority of the point with all this is, like, what are those things that you might be taking for granted? The beautiful smile that you've got, the beautiful eyes you've got, the beautiful body that allows you to navigate this life, each element of the body, this amazing blue sky, and the breath that you get to breathe, and the water and the food you get to eat, and the roadways that are already constructed, and the cars that get you places faster. All that. It's a beautiful, amazing life, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 5 of 14 days of gratitude. Um, if you're not part of the Triumphant Life group yet, go to Facebook and join the group, The Triumphant Life. Nick Trevelyan is the man of the group, so tag him, get in touch with him, and we're going to blow this thing up. Love y'all.